Alright guys, what is going on? David Productions 345 here. You guys see the title of the video? We're going to be doing a Q&A ride along POV drive. So I have not done a Q&A POV drive in probably like 8 months or so. Honestly, I don't even remember. It was a long time ago. Shout out my boy Ben, he helped me out the last time. This time it's going to be just me today. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm using my newer microphones, not sponsored, but these mics are awesome. They're great for filming car videos. They're great for filming outside when it's windy. Got that little wind muff. Where is it? Got a little wind muff right here. Without further ado guys, we're going to be doing a little POV style drive. And the best part about this time is that I have the paddle shifters and they are in frame. So you guys can see me upshifting and downshifting, which is awesome. Alrighty guys, first question from Malachi Simeon. If I'm pronouncing your name wrong, I'm sorry. Can you put a scat pack wheel on a 2013 Dodge Charger? So the short answer is no.
No.
So basically, technically, yes, you can put a scat pack wheel on a 2013 Dodge Charger or the 11 to 14s, but the buttons will not work. A lot of people ask this question, can you put a scat pack wheel on the cars? Can you put like a newer wheel on? Can you put a newer screen into the cars? No, it will not work. The buttons will not work. You will not be able to use anything. It may be able to bolt up, like the wheel will bolt in, because I'm pretty sure they all have the same spline count for the wheel. But your buttons and all this will not work. You got to have something custom made, like a custom wiring harness. I know some people are trying to develop one. There's somebody in one of the Facebook groups that supposedly was making the harnesses for them. I know nothing about it, but I've seen people have gotten it to work. But again, you got to get a custom made, custom wiring. So in my opinion, just get an SRT8 wheel, I guess, or get like a custom carbon fiber one. It's probably the best option. It'll work. You'll be able to swap all your stuff over, like a carbon fiber wheel for the 11 to 14s. In my opinion, they look pretty sick. Some of them are expensive. So if y'all are trying to reach out to me to have me work with you to get a custom wheel, shit, I'll do it. Because y'all see my paddle shift install video? Took the steering wheel off. Pretty easy to do. So if y'all have a steering wheel company selling some steering wheels, hit me up. We'll work something out. Trying to get a sponsorship going. Trying to get some more parts for Big Red, obviously. So no, you cannot put a scat pack wheel on a 2013 Dodge Charger. Next question from Bradley Everidge. Will this work on a 2011 Dodge Charger? So he was commenting on my paddle shifter video. Yes, you will be able to put a 11 to 14 paddle shift steering wheel on your 2011 Dodge Charger. Basically, just follow the steps that I did. Same exact kind of vibe. Only thing is if you have a heated wheel versus non-heated, the white plug you guys see me unplug, I'm pretty sure that's a heated connection for the wheels. If you don't have that, then you don't have to worry about it. But me personally, I wanted to keep my heated steering wheel that I had, basically. So I was looking for a heated wheel with paddles. It's a little bit harder to find because you got to look a little bit more. Downshift a little bit. Driving with one hand. Alrighty guys, next question is from pro_Kokoi T7878. He asked, what is the name of the OBD thing and where can I buy it? Dope video, been wanting to do this to my RT for a hot minute. So he was commenting on my paddle shifter video where I was talking about my OBD MX Plus. Basically, that is the name of it. And that is what enables me to use Alpha OBD to enable the paddle shifters. It's how I also had the cool gauge setup on my phone over here. If you guys can see this, basically I have my phone set up there. MX Plus has an app called OBD Link, and basically you're able to have cool gauges, kind of like the SRT pages up on your screen. So get the MX Plus. Is a useful tool. I would definitely recommend it. You can do a lot of stuff with it. You can use Alpha OBD, which is the most important thing. You can have your live gauges displayed. You can also read and scan check engine lights, ABS, SRS, all that stuff. It's a huge app. It has a lot of features. I kind of went over it a little bit in my tool scanner video. So if you guys want to know more about the MX Plus, make sure to check that video out. But yeah, it's a good tool. I definitely would recommend it. Alright guys, next question from Bradley Everidge again. When you do a cluster swap, can you still use a gear shifter in manual mode? Yes, you can. Only problem is in the cluster, it will not say what gear you're in. It'll just say P or NDM highlighted. Basically, the only way to see what gear you're in is have the SRT pages and then go to the page that is like the horsepower, torque, oil pressure page where it shows your gear. honestly, in my opinion, I don't really care too much about what gear I'm in because I kind of know what gear I'm in. Like, I'm in first. I'm in second. I'm in third. Like, downshift once, second gear, downshift again, first gear. And gear shift, paddle shift, same kind of thing. It'll do the same exact thing where we'll not show what gear you're in, but screw it. Ooh! Yeah, I'm telling you, these paddle shifters are so fun. Like, I'm having so much fun just going like this. Downshifting once, downshifting twice. Like, dude, it's beautiful. Also, it makes these videos more easier to film because I don't have to do this and have one hand on the wheel. But, I mean, I can still do this. It's still cool. But, man, I'm going to keep rambling because these paddle shifters are where it's at, man. If y'all don't have them on your car, if y'all don't have them on your Charger or 300 or Challenger, y'all have to get them, man. Like, these paddle shifters make a huge difference. It makes it more fun to drive on the back roads. And if you want to, you can just go back to automatic. But yeah, basically you can still use your manual shifter. It just won't show you the gear. If you're okay with that, then whatever. In my opinion, it's definitely worth it. The cluster swap is one of my favorite modifications that I've done to my car. So far right now, my two top favorite mods I've done to this car are cluster swap and paddle shifter install. Because that just makes the whole car feel a lot different than it was before, just because it has the newer gauges and you can shift your own gears like this. We're gonna go this way. Alrighty guys, next question from Christopher Malone on my 10 hidden features video. He asked, doesn't the light show burn up the BCM? So, from my understanding, I'm assuming if you keep using it over and over again, it potentially would burn up your BCM, but that's like if you continue to have it on and running. When I use mine, I rarely use mine because sometimes mine doesn't even work. But yeah, I would guess it's gonna burn up the BCM eventually, but honestly, man, if you're using it that much, then I don't know, you should get like some flow lights maybe. Alrighty guys, next question from Seb. Yo, if I want to give my friends SRT pages, do I have to unmarry the Taser and remarry it to their car in order for them to get it? Yes, you do. And basically you'd have to pay a fee online, I'm pretty sure, to get it unmarried again. So, I mean, yes, you can do that. But again, you can't just disconnect it and plug it into the cars and have it work because it's married to your car when you use the Taser for yourself. So yes, you'd have to unmarry it, then remarry it to their car. And I think there's like a fee to unmarry it again. So another go around to that is, again, Alpha OBD. When I was doing my paddle shifter video, I kind of was looking through the settings. There are options in the vehicle configuration to have performance pages and SRT pages. And the best part about that is it does not have to be married to the car to do that. Alpha OBD just plugs into the OBD reader. So if you don't want to unmarry and marry the Taser all the time and give your friends SRT pages, I would just recommend using Alpha OBD to do that. Alpha OBD is definitely easier than the Taser if you want to give your friends SRT pages. So I'll just do that if you don't want to do all that extra stuff. Dude, I hate those Mustang EVs, bro. They look horrible, man. I would never buy one of those. Yo, clip that clip. If I buy one of those shits and y'all see it on the channel, clip this video right now, because I'm never gonna buy one of those, bro. Those look horrible, man. But yeah, guys, just be careful when you're using Alpha OBD because there's so many options. So don't just start clicking buttons because you think it's cool. You will probably break your car and break your BCM. So just be mindful of that. Alright guys, camera just died. I'm pulling over basically to answer a couple more questions and then we're gonna continue to drive. Alrighty guys, next question is from Skipper31K1. He said, nice bro, I have the same RGB LED lights for my 2014 Dodge Charger as well, and the lights add a really nice look and upgrades to my car. I need to get some fog lights excuse me, I need to get some fog lights like you installed for mine. Where can I get some for my Charger like those? Basically he's talking about the RGB lights me and Dom installed on his 2011 Dodge Charger. Search on Amazon RGB lights. I'll ask him for the link. All I remember is he said something about make sure the app says happy lighting so it'll work with the VLAN headlights. Just look on Amazon for RGB fog lights for the Jeeps. They're the 4-inch ones. Shout out to you, Skipper. Appreciate the comment. Next comment is from Manny Arojo1. Let's just say that. Manny Arojo1. He said, you need a front windshield sunstrip 5 to 6 inches on top of the windshield. Dude, I was thinking about that, bro. I'm telling you, that's a great idea. And I was gonna have one like this because I already have the tint exemption, so cops can't even mess with me for that. But definitely want to do that. Honestly though, I feel like if I had my logo right there, that'd be fire. Or I was thinking about doing big red maybe. Let me know down below in the comments, guys, when I get the sunstrip, if I should do one that says big red or one that just says David Productions 345. I'm thinking more big red because that's kind of tough because I already have my YouTube logos on the side rear windows. So comment down below what you guys think. Also, I gotta make sure my easy pass, yeah, I gotta move it down a little bit. I don't know if it'll read through the tint, but we'll see. Definitely want to get a sunstrip though. Appreciate the comment. I was thinking about the exact same thing. Shout out to you, man. Alrighty guys, next comment is from Athlux. In my 10 hidden features video, he said, hey, I also daily my charger. Hold on, my phone just glitched out. Or he said, hey, I also daily my charger and was wondering what you were planning to do power-wise. I have been looking at my options lately, and I was thinking just going full bolt-on since it is my daily because I feel like boosting is not ideal. But just wanted to see your take on it as well. Yeah, so full bolt-on would be the easiest option. For daily, you get good power, you get like a cam, you get headers. If you don't have an exhaust, you get an exhaust. In terms of boosting it though, in my opinion, if you're getting long tube headers, I would just get long tube headers because if you want to boost it down the road, it's better than getting shorties, which are not really optimized for the boost. So full bolt-on is definitely recommended, but in my opinion, as long as you don't push too much boost in your supercharger, I would say it's not bad. Because the 5.7s, the 6.4s, the 6.4s especially, they're not really known for holding boost properly, like for handling the pounds of boost. I think somebody said something about running 5 to 7 psi of boost for a supercharger for the 5.7 stock, which is fine. That's still like 100 to 140 horsepower depending on your tuner. Honestly, man, I would say it's not a bad idea to just boost it. But they're very expensive to get a supercharger kit because me personally, I want a 3-liter Whipple kit on Big Red. That'd be awesome. All-wheel drive Whipple supercharged. The transfer case will be probably the one part that I have to make sure that it's in tip-top shape, which means fluid change and all that. Because I've been looking at videos and stuff, especially for me personally, because I have an all-wheel drive. The transfer case is usually what goes out after you're over like 600 horsepower. My goal, honestly, is around 550 to 600 wheel would be awesome. But honestly, man, full bolt-on is the easiest option, and I would definitely recommend it. What's my take on it? Full bolt-on, valid. Next comment is on my new addition to my interior 2015 cluster swap video. Somebody commented, so is this an RT or an SRT? I wish this was an SRT. This is just an RT 5.7 liter 2013 Dodge Charger with a 2015 to 17 Pursuit cluster actually in it. So this is an RT. Yo, something about these cars, dude, like, I love these cars, guys. And I love when reading your comments because it's awesome to see you guys asking me questions about my car and my experiences with it. Basically, I love this car. I've done a lot of work to this car. I crashed this car. I've learned how to work on this car. I've learned how to work on this car. I've been working on this car. It's cool to see comments and questions, and I like sharing my own experiences with my car because a lot of people like hearing other people's opinions and thoughts on certain things. Like, for example, power-wise, what are my goals? What are my opinions? Yep, that's a good question. Questions about the cluster swap, stuff like that. Little questions about like the wheels and stuff like that. I love answering those questions, man, because when I know the answer to a question, I like helping other people out because I'm like, hey, I know the answer to this. Let me give my input so you guys know what I'm kind of getting at. But if y'all like the video, man, keep subscribing, keep commenting. I like reading your comments. I do try to answer all of them when I can. Recently, since I've been trying to film this video, yo, come on, steering wheel, why are you doing that? If y'all have any ideas why my steering wheel would be doing that, let me know down below. I'm pretty sure it's something with the steering column. Anyways, let me not get sidetracked. What I was gonna say is, the reason I haven't been answering your comments is because I've been trying to film this video right here, but I try to answer as many of them as I can. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to like the video. Make sure to comment down below some cool questions, just some input, I guess, on some of the videos. I'm trying to make better videos for you guys, since you guys are the ones watching. All right, there's a corner coming up. Hold up. Downshift. Downshift? Downshift? Oh, shit! All right, I was going too fast there. Hold on. Oh shit, a little bit of airtime? Crazy. Alright, we're gonna pull over here real quick. Yo, there's somebody doing donuts here and shit. Wasn't me, I promise. I never do donuts. I never do burnouts. I'm a very respectful driver.
Okay.
I respect everybody's property. Make sure to never do burnouts.
Stop the cap.
Alrighty guys, next question is from Steve Smith 6236. He says 122,355 miles on your car. I assume you bought this as a pre-owned vehicle. If so, how many were on it when you bought it? What year did you buy it? Just curious. It's a great question, man. Alrighty, so I bought this car in 2021. This car had, I think, 85,000 miles on it, 86,000 miles on it. Yes, I bought this as a pre-owned vehicle. Put a lot of money into it, put a lot of time, put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this car. I love this car. This is my girl. This is my first muscle car. This is my first fun car. My old car was a Chevy Malibu, a 2015 Malibu. I was like, I want something more fun in 2021. I'm like, shit, like, let's see what we got. Looking at Marketplace, I live in an area where it snows a lot out here, so I wanted something that has power, but is able to be driven in the winter. I didn't know back then that the rear drive Chargers also were okay in the winter. They weren't as great as the all drive ones because you don't have all four wheels with power. You only have the rear two. But this car, seen on Marketplace at like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. I'm like, yo, I gotta hit the seller up, see what's up, see what's going on with it. This car looked totally different. I'll include a couple clips and videos of how this car looked back then. Back before the mods and stuff. Yeah, it's come a long way. It's been ups and downs with this car. Had an accident or two. Learned how to fix this car. Learned how to work on this car, actually. A lot of little things here and there. A lot of little problems like the steering wheel creaking and stuff like that. The adaptive cruise control sometimes popping up. But guys, I love this car. It's my baby right here. Alrighty, so next comment, next question. I don't want to be rambling for too long. Thank you, Steve, for your comment. Awesome comment. Okay, Dev says, you aren't alone with the gear display. My 2013 doesn't show either. So basically, as I mentioned before in this video, when you do the cluster swap, it will not show what gear you're in. It'll just highlight the PRNDM. It will not show 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. In my opinion, that's okay because I kind of can tell what gear I'm in by the way the car like downshifts. But I don't know. Alrighty guys, next question is from Triple OG Exclusive 3008. They say, did you change the cluster and the touchscreen? Can I get the link to it, please? So again, the cluster has changed to a 15 to 17 Dodge Charger cluster. The screen is the same. The bezel is different because you have to use a 15 to 17 bezel for the new cluster. Can I get a link to it? Basically, you gotta look on eBay to find the links to these, or even Marketplace. In my opinion, I've seen clusters in like cars too. So if you guys have like a local junkyard by you, check those out too. Make sure it's 15 to 17 for the cluster bezel, whatever. If it's above 17, you might have problems with the gas gauge or stuff like that. Next question is from Two Tone Pursuit. They say, I see you got your hood from a Mary hood. Does it have the duct that leads to the top of the cold air intake box? Yes, it does. It has a duct for that. It has 2 ducts, again, for the heat extractors on it. And yeah, That's the Amerihood Hellcat style hood. My favorite hood. When I crashed this car 2 years ago, I was already thinking about getting a new hood. I'm like, this is a perfect timing for this. So hood has held up very well. All right, so here's Big Red right here. We have the hood scoop, the 2 heat extractors right here. Let's pop the hood real quick. Here is the duct for the hood scoop. There's a duct for a heat extractor. There's another duct for a heat extractor. This underhood is dirty as hell. I gotta clean this all out. So, yeah. Alrighty guys, next question is from BC707. They said, have you ever heard the hemi tick on your car? I just bought mine and it's starting to make a tick. Would love to know what it's all about and what it would affect. The hemi tick could be a couple of different things. Number one, the easiest thing could just be loud injectors, but I doubt it, especially if you know that it's a tick. Cam lifters, another main thing to go. The exhaust manifold bolts sometimes could be leaking or cracked, leading to that sound. I'm assuming it's probably going to be the cam lifters. That's usually the main problem for these cars, the 5.7s and the 6.4s, is the cam lifters. And what it would affect, I would just try to get it done as soon as you can before something else gets broken. If you wear down your cam, you're gonna have a lot more problems. So while you're in there too, while you're upgrading your cam, a couple things. You could get non-MDS lifters, basically Hellcat lifters. You could tune MDS off so you don't have the cylinder deactivation. Then you could do an upgraded cam, a bigger cam, a cam with chop. It'd be awesome. Get a tune for it. Do long tubes while you're there as well, and you got a little build. Alright guys, next question is from Leo Bay-P9C. He asked, where did I get my hood from and how much did it cost? Greetings from Mexico. Shout out to you, man. What's up? So I got my hood from carid.com. This is the Amerihood Hellcat style hood for the 11 to 14 Chargers. It costed me, I think, $500 plus like $200 shipping, so about $700 total. I've had this hood for about 2 years now, and it's held up very well. No problems with it. There's a truck in front of me, of course, but you can still downshift. 1, 2, 3. I hate when people do that shit, bro. Alrighty guys, next question is going to be from Sam-LH7UH. They said, my Charger has factory HIDs. Regardless of opinions on performance, can you swap it over to a non-HID headlight assembly? It appears I can just disconnect the ballast and then I can utilize the lenses listed as not fitting HID models and just change it to LED or halogen in alpha OBD. Am I understanding this right? I can't get any solid info. Thanks again. Yep, I'm pretty sure you can swap it over to a non-HID headlight assembly. Basically, it's probably going to be the same plugs. Since the ballast connects to the headlight itself, it still runs to the main plug. Yeah, so if you guys hadn't seen my VLAN video, I kind of showed you guys the headlight harness. So basically, the harness has one big purple plug and then 2 smaller plugs. The ballast connects to the headlight itself. So, yes, you can just swap over to a non-HID headlight assembly. Or if you're wanting to change your headlights out entirely, a lot of people ask, will the VLANs work with non-HID versus HID? Yes, all headlight assemblies, in terms of the aftermarket stuff, they should just bolt right in, which means you will not have to not have it work. You might have to do a little rewiring for a couple of the different ones, but I know for sure the VLAN one is plug and play. And in terms of HID versus non-HID, as I've said before, it'll work for both. Both models have the same plugs, so if you're trying to swap that, yes. In terms of disconnecting the ballasts and then utilizing the lenses listed as not fitting HID models and just change it to LED or halogen and alpha OBD, I see what you're asking, but I'm pretty sure that you don't have to do any of that. When I had my old headlights and they were HIDs, I just bought a LED conversion kit. Basically, it was just 2 bulbs. I plugged them in and they worked. They were the brightest lights I've ever had. I don't know where the bulbs went, and I tried to find a link for them a couple years ago and I couldn't find it. I think they got it removed, but I'm pretty sure you can just plug LED bulbs into the HID ballasts. It's not optimized for it, but the ones that I had worked. If I can find something similar, I'll try to find them. Next question is going to be from Shanoff Slade. Where did you get the headlights from? VLAN headlights I got from Amazon.com. Make sure to look up VLAN headlights 11 to 14 charger, and there they are. They have two different models. They have the non-RGB ones, which is the ones I have, and then the RGB ones, which are the ones that my friend Dom has in his charger. If you're wondering if it says non-HID versus HID models, they're the same. Don't worry about that, it'll fit. Any 11 to 14 car, the VLANs will fit. Doesn't matter if you have HIDs or halogens. All right, now we got a 4-piece question. Going to be from Aflix again, 3 weeks ago. I bought a 14 RT all-wheel drive last year and have been watching your videos mainly to figure out ideas for it. I have a couple of questions. Perfect. That's perfect. I've been trying to film a Q&A video. Hopefully you are enjoying your all-wheel drive charger. Anyways, let me answer these questions. Number 1, did you only change out the front bumper for the SRT look? I wanted to get it, but don't want to do it if my bumper hangs lower than my skirts in rear, if that makes sense. I get what you're saying. I changed the bumper out actually because I crashed and I wanted a different look. I didn't really change the bumper for the SRT look. I just wanted a different bumper style, and I just liked how the SRT bumper kind of fit the Charger lines better than the RT one. It has better curves. And I also like how the grille is smaller and has a point in the front. But yeah, that's why I did it. Does it hang lower? No, it sits about the same, honestly. If you have a splitter though, obviously it'll hang a little bit lower, but no, it's seen basically the same exact height as the skirts. Part 2 to the question, what size tires, rims do you have? I have been wanting to upgrade my wheels bad and just so lost on the all-wheel drive part. Basically, I have the stock size rim and tire setup, 235 55/19 Bridgestone Weather Peak tires on it with 19-inch rims, 19 by 7.5 with plus 55 offset. Is what the all-wheel drives have. So basically I'm running all-wheel drive rims from a 2021 Dodge Charger on my Charger, so they'll bolt right up. So what you can do is you can either run OEM all-wheel drive wheels from any of the Chargers and 300s, or you can try to find a custom set like aftermarket. But I just wanted to keep it simple. I just found all-wheel drive wheels from a 21 Charger, I think, SXT, and I like the look of them, so I threw them on there. I found them on Marketplace. It'll be a lot cheaper than buying them brand new, obviously, but that's what I would do, is just look on Marketplace for all-wheel drive wheels for Dodge Chargers, Challengers, 300s. Part 3 to the question, how well have those seats been? I seen the install video and them just being covers had me worried a bit if they still look good or move around or anything. So you guys can see, let me turn the camera. Oh, you guys can see the seats. Do they move around? I'm dancing.
Stop it. Get some help.
No, not really. Sometimes, like, what I like about these seat covers is that they actually grip you more, so when you're like turning more aggressively, the grip on them is better. Do they move around? Not really. In my case though, since these covers are for SRT performance seats, I mentioned this in my install video, the top of it, like right here, like there's like probably a little pinch worth of it. Hopefully you guys can see this on the camera. Right here, you can see a little pinch on the top, but that's about it, just because the SRT8 seats have more bolster up here versus the RT style sport seats. So do they move around? Not really. Yeah, they don't really move around that much. Depends on also how many people are getting in your seats. Like you guys can see, I mean, if you count, this is moving around, but I have it like locked in underneath, so it shouldn't move around at all. And if I gotta probably redo this again. The seats are holding up pretty well. I don't really have that many people sitting in this car, just either me or a couple of my friends, but also the stitching. I haven't even done a video on this yet because she's not done with it yet. But my friend Becca, she's been stitching up my car. Looks awesome. She does the purple right here. Dude, she's been locking in over here, but she also did this too, right here. So shout out to you for your 3-part question, not 4-part question. Thank you for staying tuned into my videos. I appreciate it. I love making these videos for you guys. So guys, I think that's the end of the Q&A. So let's drive, let's do a little outro, and let's get this video done because this has been a long ass video. Alrighty guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys found this video fun, entertaining, informational. I love making Q&A videos. I love answering your questions. If you guys have any more questions, comments, ideas, make sure to leave them down below. I should be able to read all of them. I'm trying to read all of them. Anyways guys, we are on the road to 2,000 subscribers. So make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe, make sure to turn your notifications on, share this video with your friends. And without further ado guys, me and Big Red, we'll see you in the next one. Peace out guys.